marketing major, and this is my Icebreaker 2.0. My first Icebreaker was focused on who I was in high school, because when I made that Icebreaker, I was a freshman in college, and I didn't really know who I would be in college yet. I was still the person I was in high school. Now, I'm very different. I know a lot of things about myself that I didn't know 2.5 years ago. So I'm going to talk about those things today. I'm going to start with one that I really should have known a whole lot sooner. At the end, toward the end of my freshman year, I started thinking I might be asexual, and it took me until the next semester, the fall semester of my sophomore year, to actually be certain. I should have known this in high school, at least, but I didn't think it was anything out of the ordinary. I figured, I'll go to college, I'll be out of this Catholic school environment, I'll be interacting with guys again on a regular basis. Then I'm sure I'll find sex appealing. It didn't happen. If you're still waiting at 18, 19 even, to find someone sexually attractive, it might be time to stop waiting. It certainly was for me. That's all I'm going to say on that, because otherwise I will talk about it all night, and I have more things about myself to talk about, because I like talking about myself. But if anyone asks me what my romantic orientation is, I don't know. I'll figure that out at some point. I've learned more recently that although I did consider myself Catholic for a solid almost 20 years, I am not, and honestly probably haven't been for a good long while. Recently though, in October, I discovered the Unitarian Universalist Church, and I felt more comfortable there than I ever have in a Catholic Mass. It's kind of funny how I found it. I did Marist in Manhattan last semester, and I was working at Capelli, New York, whose office is on 5th Avenue, right around 37th Street. So I took the subway to 33rd Street, walked up Park, and crossed at 35th to get to 5th Avenue, which meant that every day I walked past this church that had a bulletin board outside with a Black Lives Matter sticker and a Pride flag sticker on it. I just walked past it and thought to myself, maybe this is a church where I can feel comfortable. And I just went one day. And I met some really awesome people, and I saw how flexible and different their service was. I found that I was enjoying myself and looking forward to those services, which is something I had never experienced before. Of course, when I came back to campus, I had to find another Unitarian community around here, and I did, the UU of Poughkeepsie, which I've been going to pretty consistently, although now that my car has broken down, I'm going to have to figure out how I'm going to get there from now on. But I'll make it work, because I found a community and a whole lot of people that I really love being around, and I'm once again really exploring my spiritual and religious side, which I have neglected for years. And finally, I would have denied this even just a few months ago, but I finally have to face it. I'm outgoing. I always described myself as shy. I was always so quiet. But I knew as soon as I got to Marist, I wanted to be in Toastmasters. I wanted to speak. And now I'm going out and I'm meeting new people and I'm getting involved in things. And I'm doing all of this voluntarily. I'm not being dragged into it by my friends or pushed into it by the suggestions of my parents or teachers. I'm doing all of this just because I think it might be fun. I would never describe myself as an extrovert, but I really cannot claim to be shy anymore. It feels really good to do this all over again. I honestly didn't think I would ever get a chance to do a second Icebreaker. I know my first one was decent, but out of everyone in this room, I think only Bobby and Dr. Gavin were actually there for my original Icebreaker. So why not do it all over again? This really feels like my true Icebreaker. This is the one that is actually telling you who I am, because I finally, after 20 years, actually know who I am. Thank you.